All right, we got another GTA Online update coming out in just a few days. It's going to be coming out on Thursday, March 7th. Now, it is a bit weird to say this because most of the time we don't have DLCs or updates in March. It's usually going to be in June, July, or December. Rockstar is kind of changing things up now and releasing a drift fed part of the Chop Shop update, but now it's kind of like a separate big update. So it's a little bit weird how they're doing it, but regardless, this is going to be a bit of a major update compared to like some of the other things we've seen in the past. A lot of people have been comparing this to kind of how we had the Last Dose Part 2 release, which came out like in 2023, I'm pretty sure, last year, around this time as well. But I think this is going to be a lot more bigger, better, and probably even a better story compared to the Last Dose. So today we're going to be talking about everything that we know about this and how things are going to work when it comes to this new update in GTA Online. So again, it's coming out on Thursday, March 7th at around 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will most likely be streaming for that. Of course, it's an update, so we gotta, we gotta get into that. So Rockstar did release a 30-second trailer and also a newswire yesterday, pretty much breaking down a little bit on this, and also included some screenshots and kind of confirmed some other stuff. Besides the release date, we also know this is coming to all consoles, so PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, One, and also PC. So it doesn't matter if you're on the old gen consoles, you can still play this. Pretty much just going over the newswire, Rockstar says carry out an elaborate scheme to expose a ring of unprecedented cooperation, and the Cluckin Bell firm raid comes to GTA Online. It says you already received a call from the former Diamond Casino head of security turned LSPD officer Vincent Effenberger. Now you'll have the opportunity to work together in an unorthodox and profitable collaboration to take down a new cartel running a large-scale operation of the Cluckin Bell factory in Paleto Bay. And it says help Vincent bust the case wide open in this action-packed news story update as you take on corrupt LSPD cops as well as dangerous new cartel that set up shop in using the Cluckin Bell's Corporation factory farm complex as a front. It says the Cluckin Bell farm raid would also feature new vehicles for players to acquire and customize, including the ferocious Bravado, Gauntlet, Interceptor, law enforcement vehicle, the vehicle that we all been waiting for. So this is going to be around like $5 million. We're going to break down the vehicles a little bit later in the video, but we also have another vehicle which is going to be the Benson, but it has, a different livery because obviously we had the Benson since like 2013 in this game. And then really breaking down the trailer, I'm not going to go frame by frame, but just know that Jimmy is somehow involved in the story. We do see him in the beginning. We have the Gauntlet Interceptor inside the, Cluckin Bell factory. See a little bit of that. If you haven't seen the Cluckin Bell factory before, definitely go take a look at it. It's just in, Paleto Bay. You got some off-road stuff going on as well. You could do this solo, and also seems to be a multiple players as well. And then also Rockstar does have some type of part of the mission where it takes place where you're attacking a yacht. Vincent also is going to be with you throughout this. So, it's a lot. It's an action-packed story, as they said. And then, they've included some screenshots, which you guys can take a look at. But overall, though, it seems like it's going to be a really interesting, cool story. And then for some background info, stuff that Rockstar didn't really talk about. So first off, the introduction is going to be with Vincent. It seems like you're going to meet him at the police station. There is a leak pretty much of every single cutscene, but I'm not going to talk about those because I haven't watched them and I don't want to see leaks on the story. I just want to play it, for the first time, and all that. But anyways, you do know that there's going to be 5 setup missions, which is pretty cool. 1 finale, you could do a stealth or aggressive. The vehicles that are going to be arriving is the Vapid Benson, the Canis Terminus, and also, of course, the Bravado Gauntlet Interceptor. So when it comes to the prices for these vehicles, for the Benson is going to be $685,000 on the war stock. For the Canis Terminus, which also does have the ability to get a mining tech, is going to be available for $1,877,500 on San Andreas Super Autos. And then of course, for the Gauntlet Interceptor, it's going to be $5,420,000 on war stock. And then the trade price is going to be $4,065,000. And then also some stuff that are going on with the Gauntlet Interceptor. This is of course going to be able to be put in your garage, just like the other police vehicles that we had releasing the Chop Shop update. And if you want to get the trade price, you have to complete the heist as a leader. So I would recommend doing that first before you buy this car. And then looking at the artwork for this, of course, we have Vincent in the main middle with some drugs in his hand. We also have some other characters on the side, people that we might meet or just people that are against us. Obviously this is going to be a sort of group that's using the Cluckin Bell farm to do certain stuff, and we're going to be kind of cracking down and exposing them in a way. We also have 2 of the 3 new vehicles that are coming out, the Canis Terminus and of course the Gauntlet Interceptor. We also have a van in the background, the train, and another vehicle as well. We also have some money laundering over there, and we also have a plane at the top. So Rockstar honestly did pretty good with this artwork, as they usually do. I don't think there's any new weapons, but that doesn't really matter because regardless, we're going to be having a pretty big update when it comes to this. I'm not sure exactly how this heist is going to be though. Of course, we do have 5 setup missions, so it could be, you know, short setup missions or it could be longer ones. You know, Rockstar could do it in many different ways. You know, with the Caprico heist, you know, setups, most of them, they are pretty short, pretty straightforward, quick. And then the finale takes the longest time. But if you kind of go to some of the older heists, sometimes these setups actually do take a certain amount of time, sometimes even close to the finale. So it just really depends how Rockstar is going to do this, but hopefully we have some interesting interiors, some cool stuff, and overall hopefully it's just really fun. And then Rockstar didn't really say if they were going to have any, like, you know, minor improvements and stuff that they throw in, but there could be a possibility of that. We'll have to see. Of course, Rockstar probably will be having a downloadable update for this, so I wouldn't be surprised if Rockstar did throw that in, maybe even add some other drift fed features that they wanted to put, or just some new ideas. But overall, I'm pretty excited for this update, and this should be one that I think a lot of people are going to like. And of course, we'll be having a lot of guides coming out when this is the official release. Now, something I also do want to throw in is the information about GTA 6. So recently this week, it was revealed that Rockstar is making a lot of the employees go back to 5 days a week starting in April, pretty much since they're in the final development of GTA 6, which is actually pretty good because that means that Rockstar you know, probably is pretty much almost done with it, and we should pretty much be guaranteed to get this early 2025. However, the employees are not thrilled, which is understandable because some people do work from home and they prefer that instead, or just some other reasons as well that are personal. But just keep that in mind when it comes to GTA 6. Of course, we'll be having a lot more information on that on the channel, so definitely look forward to that. But if you guys did enjoy though, and you got something out of this, definitely subscribe and put a post notifications. Also, don't forget to drop a like on this, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.